Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Stacey, and I know that I've said this before, but fall truly is fantastic. You have to believe me. I know that it has been raining so much, but I promise that we're gonna dry out and then we can get on to fall decorating. Guys, I love this time of the year. This is like my Super Bowl time of the year for decorating, and I go all out on my front stoop, and I want you guys to do the same because in the fall there are so many different choices for decorating. I think the biggest problem that I have is knowing what type of look I want each year. I never keep it the same. I always change it up, and you can do that too. Get as creative as you want when it comes to fall front stoop decorating. Okay, now I'm sitting here in sort of this made up front stoop that we've put together for you. I like to call this look sort of the farmhouse modern look because we've used a lot of different metal galvanized products. For instance, these containers all are in that galvanized category, but then I've added some texture in with some wickers. But if you notice, all of the containers stay in sort of that gray kind of washed out look, which kind of gives it all a really good theme. So then you're able to play with some more colors. This one is sticking more in the whites, but at the same time use these gorgeous dark ornamental peppers to really contrast against the white. Remember, get really creative. Mix and match everything. We have everything from mums to pumpkins to gourds. Then I really like this little touch. This is a tricolor sage. This is an herb, but it does well in the cold weather, and I think it really brings out all these colors of this modern farmhouse look. So remember, I said I couldn't decide fully what style I wanted to do for my front stoop, so I have a couple other setups that I'm gonna do, and tell me what you think. Welcome to my rustic fall front doorstep. This is beautiful too. How am I going to decide? I absolutely love these rusty orange tones. Of course, they just scream fall. And this is something really unique that I added into this front door stoop look. This is actually called an echinacea. This is an electric shock plant. This is new to us. But remember what I said, mix and match. This is a perennial. The mum is an annual. Then add in some cool cabbages and ornamental peppers. And then once again, I'm using an herb. This is sage. And look how cute this is. Get creative. Use an old window or something by your door. We added the little terracotta pots. We're all sticking in this sort of rust and brown theme for this rustic display. Over here, I'm using miscanthus. This is a perennial grass. You do not have to just use an ornamental grass, and when you're done with it in your display, you can plant this in the ground. So I love this look too. It needs just a few little finishing touches. Of course, you have to use gourds. We have a gorgeous Cinderella pumpkin over here, but you need the gourds to do a little bit more decorating to really make it look fall. And I love this little, I don't know if you can see this guy hiding behind me, but this little terracotta pumpkin, you could put lights in him and he would look so cute on my front doorstep. Let's move on to the next look. I'm gonna kind of go for a more elegant look this time. Okay, on to our last look, but you do not have to stop here because remember, get creative. It's your home, it's your front stoop. Anything that you like works for fall, and there are so many things to choose from. This time, this is much more of an elegant fall theme, but it still really says fall. You know what the whole inspiration was for this front porch? Were these cut hydrangeas. Right now, they are turning the most beautiful colors in the landscape. We just went out into the nursery yard and we cut these and stuck them into this more kind of elegant, modern black pot. And I thought this was kind of neat to use one of these obelisks in here with some grass kind of coming out of it, just to make it, give it some height, kind of to add to the corn stalks behind it. And then of course, I love cabbage. I always talk about how cool it is because it really looks like a succulent to me, and succulents are so hot right now. So I love the purple center of this, brings out the colors in the grasses here. And then remember, we always talk about mixing and matching. In here, this is primarily all perennial plants. And what's really cool about this is this does not have to be a ton of work, guys. I did not plant these. These are actually right in their pots, and I just tucked them into this container. And the reason I'm doing that with the perennials is because when I'm done with this fall decoration, I want to plant them in the ground and enjoy them in my garden next year. So here I have a beautiful standing ovation grass, which turns this really pretty purpley color in the fall. And this is a gorgeous coneflower that has a little tinge of green in it, and heather. Then over here, I wanted to show you, you cannot go wrong with a pumpkin stack. Pumpkin stacks of all different colors always look really cool for fall decorations. And this is a gorgeous Hubbard squash in this kind of light sagey blue. I love that look of this too. And the millet really screams fall. And so now I've shown you 3 really great looks. Get creative. Go make this your Super Bowl time. Decorate your fall front stoop. It'll be perfect when guests come over. They'll give you great compliments. Thanks a bunch. See you next time.